I also wanted to put a shout out that on the south end of the end zone, we have our brand new band trailer that we just purchased through the band fundraising, barbecue fundraisers. Very, very nice trailer.
This is great.
Oh, it's fantastic. Mike Austin here at LaGrange designed the graphics, and we had some folks in Lynette Creative Design that did that for us. So it's very, 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 very nice.
So wonderful to have that kind of support also from your boosters and know that you can count on them for something like that.
Oh, I've got the best booster crew around. I'm very, very pleased with the moms and dads. I've got a great, great support staff. Very, very blessed in that regard.
All right. Well, John, I appreciate you joining us here.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, man. We continue to support you. We look forward to talking about next week how you do at that trip. Let's go and take a quick break. The Tigers leading 25-0 as we're at halftime, getting ready to start off the second half of play right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Proven leadership is a must to keep LaGrange strong, and we have the opportunity to elect a mayor that will work for all of LaGrange. That's Jim Thornton. He knows what needs work and what already works. Jim Thornton is ready to listen to you and work hard to keep LaGrange strong. So vote Jim Thornton, Mayor, November 5th.
Hello, I am Jim Thornton, and if you want to know more about me and my campaign for mayor, please go to jimthornton.org and like me on Facebook. And please remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Kia.
Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of a totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back as the Tigers are going to kick off to Alexander. Ball's going to go all the way down inside the 20. They'll bring it out to the 24-yard line, and that's where Alexander will have it first and 10.
You know, Tony, another script kick again, and man, that went all the way down. It bounced off two players, and I thought, wow, you just never know about that thing.
And that's again, we mentioned the special teams coach at halftime, and we really need to. I'm gonna find out who he is. I'm impressed. They're doing a great job on that, and they've stuck with their plan, and it's been very effective so far.
Alexander with the ball, twins to both sides. Pick up and hand the ball off to Lance Davis. Lance will get across to the 30, down to the 33-yard line before he's brought down by a host of Tiger tacklers.
It'll pick up about 8 yards, a little tall sweep to their left side, which they've never given us any reason thus far to think that they're going to run right at all. And just when they do run right, Tony, they're going to probably break it for 80.
Yeah, that's right. That time they caught the Tigers in a little bit of a they weren't quite set on defense, and they were able to get the edge and gain good yardage.
Justice Marable leading the tacklers on that one. Back to the pistol. Hand the ball off to the tailback. He's going to find a seam, but he's going to go a little bit across the 50, and he could go down to the 30, 20, 10, and he's going to be tripped up down at the 9-yard line.
Number 11, Kelsey McCutcheon, coming from his offside position all the way over. Actually, that was Emmanuel Trammell. He came from the other side of the field to catch him to save a touchdown. And again, you don't just give up, because let's face it, the Tigers could actually keep the Cougars out of the end zone this time.
It was a great angle that he took to get down there. So we're going to hand the ball off to Davis again. Davis, he's finding a sweet spot just on the left side of the line.
Well, that right side of the defensive unit's got to kind of pick it up over there. R.J. Harrison and Dikembe Billingsley. And we got a Tiger down on the mat now.
Enter Tiger down there. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break back to the station as they take a...
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today. Check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
Form is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. First and goal now for Alexander. Again, it's going to go to the tailback, who's going to be upended in the backfield by the Tigers.
By the King, Dikembe Billingsley. Busted through there, Tony, and made a tackle for about a 3-yard loss in the backfield.
Still riding off of that momentum from halftime, but you know, Greg, let's go back to that the tackle by number 11 for the Tigers who hustled down the field to save that touchdown. If the Tigers are able to keep Alexander out of the end zone this time, that'll be a big play in this ballgame.
That'll be a huge play. You're exactly right, Tony. They're going to tighten things up. And they're going to run a bootleg around the left side. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be broken up by the Tigers. What a tremendous defensive play down in that corner.
Looks like, Tony, was that number 44 for the Tigers?
That's exactly who it is, Greg.
Number 44 for the Tigers, Zavon Williams, a junior, was all over that tight end, just a little tight end drag on the counter boot.
And he's in, Greg. I'm sorry, excuse me. He's in for number 4 for the Tigers, who was the injured player earlier. So looks like Alexander's going to attempt a field goal here to try to get on the scoreboard.
And, guys, we talked about that. Kelsey McCutcheon, number 11, and then number 15, Emmanuel Trammell, is the one who saved that tackle a while ago. Hey, we kept him out of the end zone, and let's say fake it now. Good job by the Tigers.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
And it was tipped, but it's still good.
They'll get 3 on the board, so 25-3. And Alexander will score on their first possession of the second half. We're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility.
Where can you be encouraged to make your own discoveries? Where can you be challenged to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
The stands are having a lot of fun tonight. They got a little ball shooter that's getting balls up to the second level here.
And we need to get the owner of that, if he's not already an advertiser, let's get him on, Coleman. If you're listening, that's Dr. George Childress, because I'm going to borrow that potato shooter T-shirt gun for the end of the year crosstown rival. And you guys are listening. We're starting to market that crosstown rival T-shirt. You guys call us at Mud Creek 884-5592 and talk about how to get your logo on the back of that T-shirt. Paid for by nobody. Sorry.
10:03. Let's go to the third quarter play. 25-3 as we continue to get free advertising any chance we get. All right, so here comes Alexander. They're going to be kicking the ball off to the Troup High School Tigers. There's the kick. High kick, angling towards the sideline. Taken back at the 30-yard line. We get some upfield motion across the 35 down to about the 37-yard line. That's where the Tigers will take it first and 10.
It's getting that time of night, Tony. I can't hardly tell who picked that ball up, but
that was number 18 for the Tigers, Greg.
Number 18. Let me get you his name, where we're still not quite knowing all the regulars. That's Hunter Mowers. Hunter Mowers had a great second half against Auburn in the scrimmage game, and he's kind of a yak, if you will, yards after catch. That kid, when you give him the ball, he's going to fight for that extra yardage now.
He's got good speed, too, Greg. I noticed that in the opening game against Callaway. He was able to break along. I believe it was a punt return or maybe something like that, but it was called back for a penalty.
Smith will hand the ball up to Towns. Towns gets across the original line of scrimmage, gets across the 40. Gain up about 4.5. We'll call it 2nd and 5.
And Towns gets up off the mat at about the 46-yard line. They're clapping his hands like, man, I'm one step away. Wow.
Quickly back to the line of the Tigers. Smith will go right under center. Takes the snap, steps out, hands the ball to Towns again. Towns, some nice blocking ahead of him. He's got 2-3 yards as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
Hey, he just follows Wellington Callaway and Mitch Mathis along with Hudson Newton and just moves right up the middle. Takes about 6 yards, maybe 5. Third down and 2 for the Tigers.
Towns will split into the slot on the far side. Florence to the slot to the near side. Be Dunlap the single back in the backfield. Third down. Going to have to get about 2.5 out of this one. Takes the snap. It's going to be Dunlap the ball carrier. He gets the yardage and more.
Yeah, we got I thought we had a late flag, but I coming from the sidelines, but that's not the case. He's going to be close to. They're going to move the chains. Let's see what they do. They're going to move the chains. First down.
First down. All right, so they get the first down. Move the ball down the field. Tiger offense clicking again. You know, they drove the ball all the way down the field in their first possession of the first half. Maybe they could do the same thing in the second half. It's going to be Dunlap split wide to this near side. That's an unusual place for him, as Towns will be the single back in the backfield behind Smith. Smith reading sign language from the coaches on the sideline. Gets it and goes under center. Takes the snap, going down the line, going to throw it. A quick out there to Florence. Florence gets across the 50, still on his feet. 45, 40, goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
A nice little stab pass, a 2-step jump-up stab pass by Will Smith. He catches the ball. Florence, he actually throws it backwards slightly, catches it on about the 47-yard line, does a couple of juke steps, if you will, and picks up about 18 yards down inside Alexander territory to the 46-yard line.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Love the hustle on these guys right now. No time wasted. They were right back to the line of scrimmage.
But like we commented before, one thing about these offensive units getting into set real quick, it limits the defense from substituting.
Back to the handoff to Towns. Towns going to go a little bit deeper off the right side. Actually runs over one of his own players downfield. And DeQuez Johnson was down there blocking, and it just wasn't fast enough for Trey Towns. He's going to run him over and get the first down.
Hey, that's what they teach him, huh, Tony? If you don't get out of my way, I'm coming on anyway.
Well, we talked about Johnson at halftime, what a great job he was doing on the corners, doing blocking there. And that time he's doing his job. Unfortunately, he just had to cut in the running back's way, but he allowed that running back to get outside and make good yardage.
2nd and 1.
They're going to stop him just short of the first down, so 2nd and 1. Slot to the near side. Smith under center. Going to hand the ball off to, looks like it's going to be Dunlap. Another big first down just short of the 20-yard line.
Looks like Wellington Callaway has kind of hurt his wrist on that. He's bending over, but Dunlap followed Mitch, Hudson Newton right up the middle, Mitch Mathis and Wellington Callaway, and was able to get that first down. And as the Tigers come back quickly to the line of scrimmage, I'm going to come to kind of, Tony, if you can keep your eye on 52, Wellington Callaway, that right tackle.
Smith looks to the sideline, gets his call, makes it there at the line of scrimmage, lets the guys know what's going on. Gets back under center, takes the snap, go back out. That same play from earlier. Florence is going to get it, dodges one man, gets across the 20, down to the 10, comes back inside. He's going to go down right there at the 10, but a great job of running after the catch by Cueto Florence.
Just a nice little stab pass, but excellent block by Tristan Thompson as he blocks down on a linebacker, turns and comes back in what I'd call a crackback block, but legal, of course, and created a hole for Cueto Florence, and he gets it just right at the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Tigers have driven the ball all the way down the field in their first possession of the second half. Trips this near side. And they're going to hand the ball off to Dunlap. Dunlap finds the seam, gets to the right side. Touchdown, Tigers!
Off the right side, followed from big Wellington Callaway, hurt hand and everything. And Deke Johnson, where Dunlap takes it 9-10 yards in for the Tigers touchdown. Wow, 7:02 left in the third period of play, and your Tigers 31, Alexander Cougars 3, actually. I wanted to say 0, but they did come back and to score 3. But here's what you call this swinging gate, Jack.
Got him on the left side. Smith will be behind the center. He'll take it. It'll be a little reverse. Dunlap will take it coming from the far side. It just blows across 3 guys. They keep him out of the end zone. But, boy, that's a neat-looking play. Just a little reverse on the far side.
And Tony, look at all the receivers down in your corner of the end zone that Dunlap could have just stopped and tossed to.
Well, guys, that's 4 extra points and 4 different plays from that swinging gate. So that's a lot of fun.
When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch, on the web at joelupchurch.com.
And why LaGrange is considered one of the most affordable, highest-rated schools in the Southeast. Fall Preview Day at LaGrange College, Saturday, September 28th. RSVP at lagrange.edu.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Here's the kick. The Tigers will kick the ball off, and Alexander will take the ball at the 40. And smart move by that young man.
Number 12 didn't really want to run it, and kind of don't blame him. The way this game's been going, you just want to fall on it, and good for him. And that's really what you're taught, too. But the Tigers take over on defense now. Ball rest on the 40-yard line of the Alexander Cougars. Again, if you just joined us, homecoming night here, Callaway Stadium, your Troup Tigers football network, 7:02 left in the third quarter. Tigers 31, Cougars 3.
So here they come. Back to that pistol set. Everybody's going to take it, step behind him, hand it to Lance Davis. Lance Davis going to be brought down the backfield, almost brought down back around the 35, instead goes down to the 40.
Devontae Swanson actually makes the tackle, and I can see his knee hurting. His right knee has kind of stunned the turf, if you will, Tony. Look, he got a stinger on his kneecap.
Well, it looked like his knee hit the ground first, so we hope that's all it is. As they go, it looks like he's having a problem with that left leg, as you said. So hopefully he just hit his knee hard against the ground. Hopefully.
Let's take a quick 30-second break as they tend to him down the field. 31-3 is your score. You're on 96.9, 1240 on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Kia. Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of a totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back as Alexander again has the ball. 6:42 left to go in the third quarter play. The Tigers going to jump off sides and give them a few more yards down the field.
King Billingsley and his crew did a little sidestep and did an encroachment. They're going to call an illegal motion by the quarterback. Let's see what happens.
So they say they were drawn off. Trying to sort that out there down the field. Tony, what did you see from your vantage point?
I did not see the quarterback move, but evidently the umpire was able to see some type of movement that drew the Tigers off. So let's see what the call is.
All right, they break.
Alexander's moving back. So a legal motion against Alexander.
Interesting. You know, in something like that, you used the word flinching earlier, Tony, in the first half. But, you know, the Troup coaches might have alerted the referee and crew to kind of keep their eye out. They might have spotted something. It might be just minor, but, hey, minor helps. It's a game of inches, as you said.
I'm not so sure the Alexander coach is pleased with the explanation that he's getting from the referee. So they're going to.
As he's still standing on the field.
Well, he's voicing his opinion right there on that one. So
it is a free country. Got some free speech there. Alexander, if you remember, Oregon a few years ago had the posters that they had on the sideline. That's kind of how they're calling their plays in. They're going to hand it off to Lance Davis, who is going to get around the outside. Again, but you give him some open room. He's hard to bring down. He gets across the 40, down to about the 36-yard line. So first down for Alexander.
That was about a 28-yard run. And give that kid credit. I mean, once he gets out in the open field, guys, he really has got great eyesight to where he can just take advantage of his blockers and move downfield.
Greg, you know, most great runners have what they unbelievable vision. And number 2, Lance Davis, is no exception to that. He really reminds me of the Chapman kid from Harris County last week against Callaway. He's a tough runner. He really runs hard. Not sure he runs as hard as
No,
great job.
I think you're exactly right. He was a tough runner. Again, it's going to be Lance Davis again, the ball carrier. We got to hold on to him. We get an initial hit in the backfield. Billingsley will be help to end that one. But the Tigers should have had him back in the backfield.
Absolutely. Tony, going back to what you said about Isaiah Chapman down in Harris County, and I hate to keep, going back to that, but I've encouraged people this week that as your team takes some time off, maybe has an off week, you get down and see Harris County. That's a fun offense. They run that read motion, and that tailback, Chapman, is really something to watch.
And let's not forget about their quarterback either.
Yeah, he's tough. Lance Davis could score here on this one. Across the 20, 10, 5. Found the seam right in the middle of the field, and he'll go in for the touchdown. And now we're seeing a little bit of why he's such a highly touted back in the Georgia high school football.
Well, you're right. They caught the Tigers in a slant stunt where they just, and the linebackers were actually blitzing outside, kind of leaving the interior of the line open because you know what? They really hadn't taken advantage of anything up the middle. Well, guess what? Timing's bad. They went right up the middle, 38 yards for a touchdown. I think, Tony, you or I could have made that run.
Well, maybe you, brother, and I don't know if I could have got to it, but they caught the Tigers with that little quick trap. The little favorite play the Cavaliers like to run with the fullback off the center, and they caught them in that quick trap. And Lance Davis hit the hole hard and went in for the touchdown.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and that kick is good. So 31-10 is your score now with 5:14 left to go in this third quarter play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 to 1240 WLAG.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require. For over 50 years, Holmes Pharmacy has been a part of your life and your neighbor. And through all those years, it's still locally owned and operated. Holmes Pharmacy on Commerce Avenue has a drive-through window and has always had the time to talk to you one-on-one. We're ready for you to join our family at Holmes Pharmacy.
Hi, I'm Peggy Prather. If you're tired of the large box stores and are looking for fast personal service, come by today in Hamilton or LaGrange at 136 Commerce Avenue. Holmes Pharmacy, where we take care of you one prescription at a time.
At Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to the ball game here. Live from Callaway Stadium is homecoming 2013 for the Troup High School Tigers. They're leading right now 31-10. But, guys, we were just talking about in the break, we cannot let our guard down against this Alexander team because they are a team that can put some points on the board pretty quick.
No, you're right. And I see Coach Mitchum, Chris Meacham, and along with head coach Lynn Kendall over here talking to the entire defensive unit and just letting them know, hey, guys, I think they must be listening to us on the radio because they're definitely over here talking it up with these guys on defense.
There's the kick again, a little punch kick to the far side. It's to be taken. The Tigers will get it down on it, just short of the 30. It looks like about the 29-yard line. And guys, the short kick seems to be what everybody's going with, and so far we've seen this a lot in a lot of ball games this year.
Well, you go for a few years and you see these kids that can kick it through the back of the end zone, and now all of a sudden we're in a situation where we hadn't really seen a kicker yet this year that can kick it to the end zone, and so you do that, and it's kind of an effective strategy. Give credit to Hunter Mowers there, good hands, and did not try to run after he caught it. He just simply caught it and slid down. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Tigers will have trips to this near side. They'll run the option. It's going to be Dunlap who's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets about 2, maybe 3. 2nd down and 7.
They'll give him 4, I think, Jack, off the left side over there behind Wellington Callaway and Mitch Mathis as Hudson Newton also helps out by scraping and getting that linebacker. He's able to pick up 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Ball's resting on the 33-yard line.
Tigers back to the line of scrimmage, split backfield. Got a man split wide left and right. Smith under center. Going to go right back to his tailback. And Dunlap not going to get a whole lot there. Going to get to the 35. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
He'll pick up 2 just over the 35-yard line, maybe call it 35 and a half. We talked while we was the last commercial break, guys, where, the first half, the Tigers simply dominated the time of possession and certainly keeping the ball out of the hands of the opponent is certainly one way of keeping them from scoring, and that's kind of what the Tigers need to take advantage of again this second half as well.
4:19 left to go in the third. From back to the read option, and Dunlap, man, he just fights his way across the field. Going to pick up the 1st down right at about the 45-yard line.
He'll pick up 9 yards as he scrapes off behind Mitch Mathis, takes care of that linebacker. It takes the weak side linebacker and the cornerback coming back to grab a hold of Darrell, and after so, Darrell still carries him for about 3 yards in the 1st down for the Tigers.
He is a man among boys out there as he runs through that line.
Again, the Davis kid from Alexander has that elusive speed on the outside. Not that Darrell doesn't, but Darrell really pounds you between the tackles, guys.
Smith Again, this guy's lined up. Going to have one guy on the far side. Taking the snap, hands it off to Towns. Towns fights his way, trying to get upfield. Going to get another 2 yards and bring up 2nd down and 8.
Give credit to the Alexander defense that time as some guy hung on to his shoe and just wouldn't let go for life, and gave time for some help to come along after a 1 yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Tigers as the ball's on the far hash mark line, still in Tiger territory at the 46-yard line.
Johnson will split wide to this near side. Florence in the slot. Bonner will step into the backfield. There's the snap. Back down the line. Goes to the second back. Towns. Towns will get to about the 49-yard line.
Not as aggressive as running you'd like to see that time. After the handoff from Will Smith, a good pocket handoff. After the first hit, he just kind of went down, and you kind of think, wow, that kind of looked odd. You normally get a little second and third extra effort out of Towns, and so you kind of don't know what happened there, but that'll make it for a long 3rd and 6 for the Tigers as the ball rests on the 48-yard line.
Tigers back to the line of scrimmage. Smith will turn around and hand the ball off to Towns, who's going to cut back inside, follows his blocking, gets across. He's got to get across the 45. He does for the first down.
And it just, I say we don't know what happens, Tony and Jack, if he doesn't turn around and just go right up the middle and just drags players, twists and turns 8 yards for a first down inside Alexander territory to the 44-yard line as the clock runs. If you've just joined us, 2 minutes left in the third quarter, your Troup Tigers 31, Alexander Cougars 10, and Troup High has the ball and driving.
Going to hand the ball off to his first tailback in the backfield. That's number 8 this time. As they're running a few folks in, that's Swanson's going to be the ball carrier.
Well, Swanson came out on defense a while ago and kind of hurt his knee. So, Tony, it looks like his knee is good. I noticed you mentioned he was up there jumping up and down on it. Jack noticed how high he jumped. So, he picked up maybe a yard, be 2nd and 9.
Smith will again audible at the line of scrimmage. Take the snap. Right back down the line. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As the Bonner's going to shoot, that's Swanson again. He's going to get down the line across the 40. It's going to be 3rd down about 5.
Take a look at the offside. Jason Hernandez and Tristan Thompson down about 8 yards blocking. So what good offside linemen are taught to do is make sure you scrape off your block and get downfield to help.
Once again, just off that right side, Dunlap's going to be the ball carrier. He's going to get the first down down near the 30-yard line.
Just following Wellington Callaway, just opens up a hole. He glides, if you will, and that would be a good word for Darryl Dunlap, huh, Tony? The way he just glides down the field.
Well, he's such a punishing runner. We talk about him not having, elite speed, but he's a long strider. And he covers more ground than he looks like he does.
When he falls forward, he's got a lot. They're going to stack us up the line of scrimmage. A little bit of a busted play there.
Well, of all the plays that we've seen tonight, guys, let's call that the first, as you call it, Jack, busted play. But, give credit to the interior line of the defense there, is that they just plugged that hole. But we talked about ball control, and the Tigers thus far and on this drive is really maintaining good ball control.
Tony, I don't know if you can see it from your vantage point, too, but it looks like a little tighter splits for the Tigers than they usually have. Usually they got about a good, almost a yard between them, but they have tightened down a little bit.
They have. You're exactly right, Jack. And good point there, Greg. Good job by the Alexander defensive line on that play.
Snap right back to it. It's Dunlap to that right side. And, man, he could go down to 5, 10, going to be knocked out of bounds down at the 2-yard line.
Takes the ball from the 32-yard line, scrapes off behind, but it's really between Mitch Mathis and Wellington Callaway and Hudson Newton, and they just simply take care of that outside. Big Deke Johnson downfield blocking. Done an excellent job tonight for the running crew to follow him downfield. Darryl Dunlap almost takes it to the house, 32 yards out, down to the 2-yard line, Jack.
Wow. That's a play right there where you wouldn't think Darryl would be able to turn the corner. But he had that little bit of an extra gear and got all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And as Tony, as you said, he's so deceiving in his speed.
Tiger's going to go into the end zone. It's going to be Dunlap. He's going to score the Tiger touchdown.
From the shotgun position, Will Smith had come out of the ballgame, kind of caught Alexander by surprise. Dunlap comes into you're right, for the wildcat position or the shotgun position, takes it and runs it right off the right tackle, 2.5 yards into the end zone. Touchdown Tigers, 37-10. Your score with 22 seconds in this third period of play as they come back to what you guys have now called a swinging gate.
That's a big drive for the Tigers right there as they answer the touchdown from Alexander. So just when you think a little momentum swinging the other way, the Tigers answer with a big drive.
And workmanlike. I mean, they just drove the ball down the field. Nothing pretty. If Smith is going to go to the right side, he's going to pitch it out to Dunlap. Dunlap is going to throw the ball. It's going to be – he catch it? No, it's going to be picked off in the end zone. Boy, I thought he caught. That's the fifth different play, Tony?
There again, that's 5 different plays off of that. And that he could have ran the ball.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton. It's 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back. I tell you, Tony, it looks like Coach Ward's giving you some pointers on how that kick goes down there.
I was just I was complimenting him on his son. I believe his son Dustin is the one that's signaling in the plays from the sideline. And I'm having some flashbacks here when our kids were smaller, but it doesn't seem like that long ago that Dustin was a player in Little League himself. So a lot of fun to see these kids grow up.
It definitely is. As here comes Thompson now. 37-10 is your score. 2 Tigers leading this with 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter. There's a snap. Hand the ball off to Lance Davis, who's going to be hit and wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. We're doing a little bit better job of tackling that time.
Darrell Dunlap on the initial tackle. We've called his name on both sides of the ball a lot tonight from his defensive linebacker position, doing a tremendous job. And I think he heard that Mike Reed from Clemson was down here the other night, and that'd be the end of the third quarter. But he's he's really going strong tonight for the Tigers on homecoming night.
All right, let's take 3 spots back to the station. So we're going to do 3 spots coming back. 37-10 is your score going into the fourth quarter. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if...
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call the Mallory Agency today. Check them out on Facebook or on the web at MalloryAgency.com.
Quick 3 spots. We'll try to catch those up. Thanks to our sponsors who do help us stay on the air. We'll get back to those sponsors in just a few moments. As the Alexander Cougars now have the ball, they switch ends of the field. The ball rests on the 22-yard line. A fresh 12 minutes left to go in this ball game. 37-10, Tigers leading. Alexander going to hand the ball off to their tailback. That seems about all they've got as he just fights his way across the 30. Goodness gracious, he didn't give up.
A new runner there, number 22. It's either that or Davis has changed jerseys.
That's number 25.
25. Okay.
He's a grown man, too.
He is. Big old
get
boy.
That number for you here. So we had to I had to pull it up on my cell phone. I didn't have their roster when we began.
You got one of those smartphones there, Jay.
Yeah, I'm just not that smart enough to use it sometimes. Tyler Tolbert is that running back. Tyler Tolbert, number 25. So once again, it's going to be a handoff to Tolbert, and he finds a seam across the middle of the field. And he across the 45 to the 50. And guys, we're real soft there across the middle.
But you know, guys, they're getting a lot of yardage. Continues to run, and they're going to have to score quick, to get back in this ball game because obviously they have no answer for Troup's offense.
So they're 4 touchdowns behind, Tony.
Yeah, I mean they're going to have to air it out here in a little bit, and the Tigers are giving up some ground, but they're keeping everything in front of them.
Once again, the handoff to the wall. He is hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Guess who? Big number 78, Devin Power, met him. I tell you what, you got to give credit to Big Devin. He doesn't get a lot of credit down there in the middle, but that guy takes up 2 blockers every time. We've got a timeout on the field, looks like.
Maybe an equipment problem. Take a look at that.
A flag on the play. Let's see. Well, I don't see a flag down.
I didn't see a flag.
Way back there in the back, it looks like.
All right, official's going to wave it off. Must have fell out of his pocket.
I think they thought there were 12 men on the field, but there were actually 11 that time.
Actually, well, I think you look at Devin, you thought that was 12 because he's so big.
Now. Actually, guys, there's 22 on the field. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. We're just proud you can add 11 plus 11.
Hey, it's that smartphone you got, Jack. I was using it a while ago.
All right, here comes Alexander back to the field, to the line of scrimmage. There's a snap, high snap. He takes it anyway. Again, the running back is number 25.
Hey, Tony. Where was that kid the first half?
Well, he had a couple of carries, but my goodness, he's a load. But again, I'm a little bit puzzled by the play calling here. I mean, unless they're going to fake that up in there in a minute and try to hit the ball deep. But I'm sure the Tigers will be content to let him run the clock.
I wonder where Davis is. I mean, he's out of the ball.
Snap is 25 again, the ball carrier. And tell you what, we're keying on him. And he's hit and brought down short of the first down. So that brings up 4th down. They got to go for it.
He'll pick up about 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 4. And again, unless you just want to throw it, Tony, Jack, why do anything different? Give it to Big 25, Tolbert, and let him just hammer.
Well, thing about that, though, Greg, you get beat 37-17 instead of 37-10. So
that's right.
You're almost going to have to do something. I'm looking on the sideline for number 2. And I don't see him standing over there, Greg.
Interesting.
I may have to make my way over there. Of course, by the time I get over there, the game will be over.
I think I see him sitting in the chair, Tony, over there on the far side. As the quarterback's going to bootleg around, the ball's going to be tipped. And a nice job by the Tigers to tip that one up in the air.
And Big R.J. Harrison, 17, jumps up from the quarterback. The quarterback's not that tall. He's probably shorter than Will Smith. Not that Will's short anymore. He's actually grown a little bit. But R.J. stands at about 6'2", was able to tip that ball.
And that's a first down saving play right there. Alexander had the tight end wide open out here in the flat, and R.J. jumped up and deflected that pass, and that was going to be a first down for Alexander. But, again, good job by the Tiger defense.
And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Excellent field position with 9:53 remaining in this contest, with your Troup High Tigers leading 37-10 over Alexander Cougars.
New quarterback back in the ball game now.
That would be Desmond Shealy, I believe.
He'll take it and just turn up inside. He hit pretty hard, but he's going to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry.
Now, one thing you guys are going to notice about Shealy, he comes into the ball game ready to run. He is not a pocket. He is not a play-action quarterback. He is one of those read option guys, and he is. You give it to him for that option, and he's going to take. He's kind of like a guy across the county there, Tony Tez Parks. He's not scared to run the football.
Well, that's how you get playing time. You show the coaches you're ready to play. Make them play you.
Fresh backs behind him as well. Sheila will take it, and he'll hand off to his tailback. He's going to get great yardage down the field, close to a first down.
Just tiptoeing through the tulips, 24.
Say Sanders.
I tell you what, if Say had really realized what he had, Tony, he'd have still been running, don't you think?
Yeah, because our boys on the front line are starting to take over again, Greg. You watch that O-line, and there's some gaping holes over there against the tired Alexander defense.
It was one of those plays where Shealy grabbed the ball, tiptoed up about 6 yards, and almost could have broke it if he had just really paid it. Was running really, really hard.
Shealy again runs the offense. They'll pick up another 4 yards up the field. 2nd and 6.
You like to see that. As Coach and I was talking about, some coaches will do a wholesale change, guys. And I've never been a fan of second string go in and first string come out. It really builds confidence on some of your number 2s and number 3s to filter in and play with your number 1s. I just think that's a great way to build confidence with the second and third string guys.
Sanders and Bonner are the tailbacks behind Shealy, the quarterback. He'll run the read option. Again, nice handoff on the left side. And he's going to get a first down and more inside the 30. Inside the 35 down to about the 32.
That was 25 for the Tigers. And I don't have my reading glasses on.
That's Moss Bonner.
Moss Bonner.
Best Bonner, excuse me.
All right. What a just hard running off the left side behind Hernandez and Thompson, and it's neat to see Shealy and these tailbacks playing with the first string O-line, Tony.
playing very well right now as they run a little trap play. Going to get down to the 30. But still, that's another, 2, maybe 3 yards right there.
It'll be second down and call it 8. Again, good clock management, good ball possession. Under 8 minutes to go. Your Tigers leading 37-10. Much talked about Alexander Cougars this week. Much improved team. I think the coaching staff has shown signs they did a good job at getting these Tigers prepared and not really coming in and underestimating these Cougars.
Watch the clock. Play clock ticks down. 15 seconds, 14. Time clock, 7:39 left to go. 37-10 is your score. Tigers leading. Shealy will run the option, going to keep it. Turns up inside, just follows his tailback up the field. Gets down near the 26, Tony?
Yeah, that doesn't look like much, but when you look up, you gain 3 or 4 yards right there, and it brings up third down and 3. And so, again, our guys up front are doing a tremendous job opening some holes. And, Greg, you make a good point. For the backups to be able to run behind that first team line gives them a lot of confidence. It certainly does.
I like the way Shealy runs that ball. Just kind of tucks in behind the tailback, who blocks one right in front. He'll keep it, and he'll be brought down in the backfield as they kind of stunned across the line and across the face of the front line of the Tigers.
No need to really pass the ball as the clock continues to run under 7 minutes. Again, if you're just joining us, homecoming 2013 has been a festive evening as your Tigers are leading right now 37-10 and have the ball. It'll be 4th and 5, as it looks like.
Long field goal attempt, maybe?
I was going to say, Will Smith's coming in. He's getting ready to they're going to call it a timeout for the Tigers.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. We're going to go 60 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Blues season is upon us.
And this will be your premium right here.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to say I combined home and auto with State Farm. Saved $760. Love this guy.
Okay, does it bother anybody else that the mime is talking? Freaky.
Bundle home and auto, and you could save $760.
That's 760 very good reasons to call Matt Orr in LaGrange today.
Church at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX Result Agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We're going to attempt about 45-yard field goal.
45-yard field goal.
We'll fall short.
Michael Young gave it all he had.
It fell short by about 3 yards, maybe 3 or 4 yards, but the direction was perfect. It was dead down the middle. It's just a little bit short, and I'm not sure he hit it well. It looked like he might have got under it a little bit.
Right.
But,
so.
He's got a lot of confidence kicking right now. And kudos to Coach Kendall giving him a shot. He really had nothing to lose right there because the ball coming down to the 20-yard line anyway. So, like what he did, giving that young man an opportunity to succeed, make a long field goal.
So now Alexander will roll back on the field, goes into the end zone, so they bring it out to the 20-yard line. So that's not bad from a field position standpoint either. 6:24 left to go in this ball game. 37-10 is your score. So here they come. There's a snap, high snap, and a little problem with the exchange in the backfield. Again, still 25. Tolbert.
Kimbe Billingsley comes off the bottom of that pile, along with Darrell Dunlap again, and Devontae Swanson. These Tigers are still giving it all they got, up by 4 touchdowns, 37-10, and Swanson is needing a break. He's got looks like his knee's starting to bother him again a little bit. Tony, as you can see him, number 8, just kind of.
Yeah, he is limping a little bit. And Greg, I found Lance Davis over there on the sideline. He's on his feet, standing over there by the coaches. He's just not in the game right now.
Huh. Interesting. 25 decided he'll take over. Maybe 25 went over and said, "Sit down, boy. I'm going to take over."
That's a grown man. I know that.
Yeah, he's a big boy. There's a snap, and they're going to hand the ball off to the big Tolbert. He's going to get across the 20 down to about the 22-yard line.
Tripped up by number 3 for the Tigers, Devontae Cofield. Initial hit come in on the backside with Devin Power and And
new quarterback in, guys. Excuse me, number 12 there for Alexander. So some backups getting an opportunity to get some reps in during the game.
You know, he's the one that received that onside kick attempt earlier and just laid there. Now you know why he didn't want to run it. He was a quarterback.
Smart man. I like the way he thinks.
Leo Alsworth is his name. He's the new quarterback. And he's going to hand the ball off to, again, that big tailback, Tolbert. Tolbert runs well on that left side, gets close to a first down, but he's going to fall short. The fourth down and about 2.
Man, I just like the way that kid runs a football. He lowers his shoulder and just runs over you.
Yeah, he's a north and south runner. He's not going east and west. If you ever get him turned east and west, that's a good ploy. But once he gets those shoulders squared up, he as they say in the pros, he runs downhill. He hurts people when they tackle him.
You know, I'm just thinking what next level he might do. With a kid we had here a few years ago who's now a senior fullback at LSU, a guy by the name of J.C. Cofield in Copeland, actually, and he's doing a good job.
Did he change his name?
He may have. Who knows? Maybe Jeter for us over with.
That had to hurt right there, boy.
All right, so the kicker, we don't return it. Played a great catch,
do that.
And we got a block in the back.
Yes.
But Florence did make a nice catch, trying to get a good return, but that's going to be brought back.
Well, no, JC's done a tremendous job. And that kid over there, Tolbert, reminds me of him. North and south, no frills. I'll just run over you if you get in my way. And, that's the coaches at the next level look at that. And
JC is one of those kids. He looked for somebody to hit. If the hole was there, JC would cut over and try to find somebody to hit.
That's right.
He wasn't looking to run the daylight or anything. JC was looking for somebody to hit. And you talking about a tough load. He was something else. His fullback here for the Tigers, I'm telling you.
Well, he got him a touchdown this past weekend at Auburn, against Auburn down at the Death Valley, if you will, on a Saturday night.
And for a 260, 270-pound man, he can move.
Yes, he can.
All right, so the Tigers have a few young players in once again. It'll be first down for them as they'll roll that tight end back on the other side. Now he's got it where he needs to be. Sheely under center. Backup going to run the option, makes the pitch.
Nice pitch.
He's going to turn inside, get upended, stopped at the 33-yard line.
But good read by Sheely, Jack and Tony, as he comes down the line, pitches it at the last possible moment. Textbook play, textbook technique, if you will. We turn it upfield, pick up 3 yards. We'll love 4, but we'll take the 3. Second down and 7.
Sheely with 2 backs behind him. On a split backfield. Tied into the right side. And he's going to follow that blocker right up the inside. Get some big yardage down, it looks like across the 45-yard line to the 47.
He'll pick up about 14 yards where he just, like you said, Jack, just pull it, turn up, and follow him all the way down the line.
3:29 left to go in this ball game. 37-10 is your score. Tigers back on the field. It's Sheely, who led him to a touchdown earlier. Now he's looking to do it again. Back under center. Backs up. That play's busted. He was looking for somebody to hand the ball off, but he's still going to get across the 50. Pick up. Well, he's still running to the 45-yard line. And, guys, I tell you what, Sheely, he's trying to show Coach that he's ready to play if he's needed.
Just like you draw it up on the playbook.
Tony, it's funny that you say that because, in a game of chess, sometimes you make a move and you guy looks at you like, huh? Sometimes I wonder if you should design an actual busted play because it seems like how many yards do a team normally get out of a busted play?
Well, a lot of times you see the defense stop.
That's my point. It's like, hey, all right. Bad pitch that time, but it bounced a great bounce up into his hands.
The Tigers pick it up, and they're going to fight down across the 40 and pick up a first down.
Wow. I mean, it was a last second. Sheely was in the grass. I know the coach is probably going to get on to him anyway.
Sanders gets the ball on the pitch, and he won't go down.
No, it actually rolls across the ground and then bounces right up into his hands. He's able to take it and bull his way forward for 5 or 6 yards for a first down. Ball rests just outside the 40-yard line on the 41-yard line. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. And officials have actually Alexander will take a timeout.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 37-10 with 2:42 left to go in the ball game.
When you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Rob Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Rob Upchurch on the web at robupchurchsales.com. Or when you are ready to buy or sell a house, commercial property, or acreage, you need to call Joel Upchurch. He is ready to go to work for you. Joel Upchurch, on the web at joelupchurch.com.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
Remember to vote November 5th.
Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back as the Tigers will take it on their first down. Got to get it across the 30 for a first down, and they do. And tell you what, we call it second team, but this blend of the first team and second team is doing a great job of moving the ball down the field.
I know I like it. I've never been a fan of coaches doing wholesale. It's just the kids that come in to play are always in a hurry. They tend to make mistakes.
We're not making a mistake here. Another 5 yards to the 25-yard line, and this group of boys wants to get inside and score a touchdown. In fact, the Tigers want to do it so bad. 2:18, they're going to call another timeout. Let's take one more or two. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Tiger football.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can now. Go ahead.
Mitch Mathis is a beast.
Yes. I tell you, when Troup and Callaway were playing, Tony, I saw Mike Reed and met him at the Clemson secondary coach. And he said, I'm down here to see 2 kids, and that's Terry Godwin, the big playmaker, junior out of Callaway, and Mitch Mathis, who's a junior. And like Terry Godwin, Mitch has been starting all of his freshman, sophomore, and now his junior year. And it's kind of neat to see these 2 kids play all year long.
All right, let's see what the Tigers can do. This young group of Tigers into the ball game now. As they're going to go to the right side of the line.
They'll pick up about 3 yards. It'll be third down and call it maybe a yard as the clock continues to tick inside right at 2 minutes. And we talked about swapping in substitution. Now we'll have basically all second stringers in, which is kind of nice. No panic on their part. I like what I'm seeing out here. A lot of times they want to come up, Tony, and just hustle because they know that they only got a few seconds to play ball.
She's going to hand the ball off on the left side. They get to the 20.
I believe they got the first down, guys.
Got to get across the 20 to get it. Let's see where they mark it.
Well, they move the chains.
Yep, they sure do.
With 1:42 seconds left, the clock stopped. As they set the chains, they'll wind the clock as they do now. 37-10 is your score right now. Your Troup Tigers leading in this homecoming 2013. Giving the second stringers a chance to score.
Sheila, the quarterback, going to go back to the handoff.
Ball's on the ground, I believe, guys.
That's a little problem, I think, between him and Mess.
Listen, I know Alexander, of course, all the teams always point that they have the ball, but it is now second down, so the Tigers do retain possession. Clock continues to run. 1 minute and 11 seconds.
And this has been a great homecoming night. Congratulations to Dikembe Billingsley, who was the king this year.
and Miss Lopez actually won the queen. At least that's the reports we're getting from down on the sidelines.
Sheila going to hand the ball off into the line. Alexander's going to try to push them back, but they're going to get forward momentum down to the 16. 42 seconds. They keep pushing them back. They're just wasting time off the clock.
Well, and Alexander, at number 8 or 9, it's kind of hard to make his number. He was wanting to grab that ball and go with it. But and I know that Coach Kendall is probably just going to do another running play, maybe even take a knee. But, there's little bits and pieces of me. I'd like to see that tight end release, and let's just see if we can score one more.
There's the snap. Shealy going to go around the right side, cut back inside. and it's going to be brought down. And he is on the bottom of a big old pile of young men right there.
And that will be the last play of the ball game.
So the Tigers, homecoming 2013, will win this one 37-10. Tony will try to catch up with Coach Kendall in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and take a few spots back to the station. The Tigers are victorious for homecoming this year. They go to 2-2 on the season. And we'll bring you more in the post-game show as you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of a totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back on a big night, homecoming 2013, as the Troup High School Tigers have emerged victorious against the Cougars of Alexander. Alexander, a class act, though. They have, I think, acquitted themselves well, but they do fall to the Tigers by a score of 31-10. Check and see where Tony is and see if he's had a chance to catch up with anybody down there. Here's Tony.
Well, the Tigers and the Cougars, a bunch of cats on the field tonight. Took a long time shaking each other's hand, and the coaching staff congratulating each other still. And it's kind of nice to see. Nice festive night tonight. Everything, the band performed well. He's talking about the coaches had a good game plan. The players were up. Very few penalties for the Tigers. Tony, if you're listening, we only probably had one or two. I tell you what, Tony, let's see what the Kimbe's got for a second.
He's down there talking to the Kimbe now, the king.
Yeah. You want to get him, Tony? No? Let him go? All right.
He's got his microphone. We'll try to catch up with Coach. He's down there talking to Tommy Camp.
There you go.
Longtime sports man around here.
Well, it's kind of nice to see, like I was saying, the kids come in, and I think y'all help me out, but only 2 penalties. We don't do a good job of keeping stats up here. We're not like LaGrange College where we got, John Hughes up here taking stats for us. But I know we've had maybe 2 penalties all night, maybe more, but I don't think if we had more than 2, it wasn't but 3 maybe. Nothing like 2 weeks ago at Noonan where we had over 100 yards in penalties and really set us back. And as we know, and tonight, the Tigers did a great job at ball possession first half.
Also didn't fumble the ball. That's about ball on the ground a lot.
That last play, and it was all second stringers, but we got the ball back.
Yep. So we did not lose a turnover tonight. That's real big.
I only threw 1 interception, and that was in what you and I call a tight end dump. And really, and I think when the guys go back and look at the film, they'll probably see they could have executed that just a little bit different. But at any rate, just glad to see him trying to include the tight end on the play like that, other than the blocker.
Because, as you said, he's in there in every play. Just sometimes he's blocking. Scott is trying. We're getting Phillips wanted to make sure that Greg sees that Scott is probably needs some help getting down the steps there. His son broke his leg earlier this week in a football game. They wanted to check on him. So Philip Smith, the father of Will Smith, is a good friend of ours, and he's checking on them. We'll go down to Tony now. I think the coach is coming up behind him. We'll get some final comments from him.
Well, how does 1-0 in the region sound?
It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, I mean, that's what we talked about in the locker room. Is this is a huge? They're all big games, but this is a huge game because it starts a region schedule. And at the end of the night, there's going to be a bunch of people tied for number one in the region. There's going to be some folks that aren't. But that's how we to meet what we want to do to get to where we want to at the end of the season. Tonight was a must-win.
Lynn, when you look at where you were 3 weeks ago and where you are now, what do you see? What do you like from your team?
I like the fact that we're improving every game. Tonight we did a good job of not turning the ball over. There's some things that were a little sloppy, but for the most part, we turned the ball over. We also caused some turnovers, and well, I guess we did turn the ball over. We had an interception anyway, but I forgot about that. But yeah, you forget about that when it's 37-10, you can let it go. Okay, about 20 minutes, we'll turn the film on, and it will be like, what is that? You know? I think the thing that we've been really preaching is we've got to get better every game. Okay, win or lose, we got to get better. And I thought every week we've gotten better. Against, we go back 2 weeks ago against Noonan, we got better. Against Callaway, there's some things where we got better, okay, but there's some things where we really need to get better. But that's been a progression, and we need to have that type of momentum because now we're getting ready to go play number one and number two back-to-back in the state. So if you love challenges, come on over to Troup High School because, that's just the way to schedule. Someone says, why do y'all schedule that? I'll be honest with you. You draw the region, you draw it out of a hat. That's the way it goes.
How lucky can you be to have number one and number two in the same region,
that's
right?
That's why I don't bet a lot of money. So,
well, a lot of excitement, a lot of smiles down here tonight, and congratulations on first region win. And guess what? No more homecoming week.
That's right. I'm not saying anything negative about homecoming.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
And congratulations. Our whole school will get a great job. Homecoming festivities from our cheerleaders, our band, everybody this whole week. Good time. They kept it effective, and it was great.
Always a good time, Coach. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Tony down there with Coach. Great job as they ended up the ball game. The Tigers have won 37-10. We'll talk more about this ball game and conclude it in our broadcast as we're getting ready to bring you another ball game tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that when we come back from break. Right now, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Like a great football team, great cities just don't happen. They require vision, hard work, and leadership.
Hello, I'm Jim Thornton. Like you, I know LaGrange is a great city. I want to make it better for you and your family. I will strengthen our local economy, enhance public safety, and improve our quality of life.
Jim Thornton, leadership at work for all of LaGrange. On November 5th, let's elect Jim Thornton mayor. Learn more at jimthornton.org and like Jim on Facebook. Paid political announcement by the Friends of Jim Thornton.
Eddie Hutto and his son EJ at Limcare of LaGrange invite you to visit their new facility at 413 South Greenwood Street. With over 20 years of experience in prosthetics and orthotics, Eddie and his son are able to make and adjust any style of prosthetic and orthotic device. Call Limcare of LaGrange, your hometown provider of prosthetic and orthotic devices at 706-882-1825 to schedule your free evaluation.
When you want to sell your real estate, who do you call? Rob or Joel Upchurch, your RE/MAX result agents. They want to go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014. Are you ready to buy a house or land? Then call RE/MAX result agents that will find you what you want and be with you from the first day to the day you sit down in your new home. Let them go to work for you. Call Joel Upchurch at 706-523-1702 or Rob Upchurch at 706-523-0014.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
Kia. Hi, friends. Jess Licht here with Kia of LaGrange. We take pride in serving our customers. There are no gimmicks or tricks to get you into our doors. We're the dealership you can trust. Shop with us and see the difference. Right now, all Kia Souls must go to make room for the arrival of the totally transformed 2014 Soul. The 13 Soul starts as low as $14,400 and is backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Come test drive a Soul today. KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Foreman, Greg Hicks. We also have Tony Walls, who's done a great job down the sideline for us tonight. Greg has got his breath back after watching his son climb down the stands on his.
I just hope Mama's not listening, Jack.
No, he was escorted by several lovely ladies that helped him down.
That'll work.
Hurt.
I told Tony, I said, take your belt to that young man. He said, leave him alone.
I think Coleman said it best. He's kind of feeling his way out. Got the new cast, and plus it's pink. It's hot pink. It's drawing all the ladies around him. They got the Hope for a Day event this weekend.
There you go.
Part of all that.
That's a good point. A good point. Well, I tell you what, speaking of hope, wow, we had hoped in this earlier when we came in here tonight, we hoped that the Tigers had a game plan for these upstart Alexander Cougars with that heck of a tailback and I forget Miles Davis, or at least the Davis kid. And
Lance Davis.
Mm-hmm. and
You're telling your age knowing who Miles Davis is.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, and they look good. I was talking to Philip Smith just then about a couple of little plays that they'd run. I'd stepped out the booth to kind of check on Scott, but also talk to Philip. And they look good. We probably didn't have, but a couple of penalties. He said, we had one late in the block in the back. It was kind of stupid. I said, well, yeah, it was stupid, but the game was practically over with by there, and I'm sure the coaches will take care of that. But you just like to see a good disciplined ball team, and what we didn't see as far as penalties 2 weeks ago was a lot of discipline when we had well over 100 yards in penalties 2 weeks ago against Noonan.
What I liked, been a while since I've seen Troup play, and Coach Kendall made a good point. What he's looking for is improvement, and I don't think anybody can disagree with the fact that from game one to now, the Tigers have made marked improvement.
Oh gosh, yes.
Not necessarily whether not in wins and losses, but the way they executed tonight, they cut down on the penalties from last week, not a lot of turnovers. And any coach can find things to grade and fix.